All right, so Shnerd Bites coming in hot with some new content. Got Cultcanon here with me, like always. Thank you so much for joining me, man. Really
Hey, no
appreciate
problem. I like being here
it.
in my own home in front of the computer. I
Right.
mean, the reclusive part of me.
We're being 6 feet apart this time, I'm sure.
Yeah,
At
about
least.
6,000 people.
um, so yeah, today we're gonna be watching the Logan teaser and be going about talking about going around and about and talking
Yeah.
about that and seeing which direction they might be going with this. Real quick though, because I just want to know, tell the people what you've been playing. The
Oh, dude, fucking! I won't go into all of them, but Web of Shadows.
Yeah,
I've
that's the
been
one I
playing.
wanted.
I've been playing, and arguably, and anybody can argue with me in the comments about this. But yo, that's the best Spider-Man game ever made of all time.
Yeah.
It's so good that I'm gonna make Ben play it next time I see it. Like it's that good of a game that you don't only want to play it, you want to see other people play it. And I do not ever hear enough people talk about it. So I've been playing that.
Yeah, it's definitely being
hardcore.
swept under the rug. And when you told me some of the stuff that happens in the game, it
Dude,
brought back a slew of memories, and I was like, "Holy
dude,
shit! I forgot that
I,
stuff even happens."
I won't go over the stuff I already said, but one thing just for anybody listening that's like, why is it so great? I can think of one other thing. Other than the fact that you can change in between the symbiote suit and the regular suit in the middle of gameplay, and it also, depending on which suit you use the most and how often you save people, it changes the end of the game. So if you're more evil, your ender's different, right? But one cool thing is the fighting in that game, dude. There's parts of that game where it's 100% skyscraper in the sky fighting, where you have to use your web shooter to go from one enemy to like 18 others just to attack Vulture 2 times, and then you have to climb up enemies again. It's like, I don't understand how they made that game there.
Just to be fair, be frank, whatever the term is. We're not talking about the console versions. We're talking about straight PC.
No, because and a quick story. When I first played that game, I believe I found it first, but Will was the first one to get it. And I went over to Will's and I played it with Will, and I and him were just mind fucked about this game. I went home, went to GameStop, I mowed lawns, I got money. I went to GameStop.
Back in the day, get money.
Yep. I bought a used version of the game, and it was a fucking side scroller. And I was like, what? And it makes sense. The consoles could never have handled that PC version. There's no way PlayStation 2 could have ever played that.
I know, right?
I mean, my laptop.
Looking back now, it makes sense. But back then, we were like, what? This makes. We got robbed, dude.
Yeah, dude. And I fucking went right back to GameStop and returned it. I was like, no, dude, this game is totally misadvertised. Like, it's not what it's. And I looked it up. Yeah, it's different. But the PC version of that game is the PC version.
Kind of sounds like something we were talking about. Cyberpunk.
Yeah, right. For real.
So right off the bat, this is where it sucks already. Is because it's only PlayStation and we're Xbox guys. So
yeah, it sucks.
Insomniac is making it though. That's a huge fucking plus.
You pointed that out, and it makes me excited.
It's not Square who's making it. SquareSoft or whatever.
Square Enix, yeah. Who made the Avengers game?
I like how they put in actual gameplay.
Yeah, for sure they had to. But hey, pause it. I'll go back to the scene with the bar, like just where you can see the bar. No, okay, hold on. Pause it when you can see behind Logan, when you're right behind Logan. I'll point something out. It'll be fun for our pause it. So in the right-hand corner there's a license plate that reads HLK 181.
Hey, Hulk.
Yeah, and that's also the first issue that Wolverine appeared on a comic book cover.
Really?
Issue 181. Yeah, I was reading some of the information. There's other things like the Princess Bar that was in the Suicide Squad movie, the new one.
Oh, nice.
1048, the radio FM is something. I don't remember what it is.
What about this, 1947 or 74?
That probably is a fucking Easter egg, but I'm not 100% positive what it is.
First time Wolverine appeared or something?
Yeah, something. I also don't know what that green statue is.
Yeah.
It looks like it's something.
That one looks a little crazy.
Yeah, it looks like it's something like maybe that's like a symbol for a comic
What
character.
about this
Like
too right here? This little
I know I seen that, and I don't know, but I know
alien
that
language or something. Maybe it's a different kind of. Maybe watch it be like like some kind of just.
it's like Arabic.
I know, right? I'm like, this is alien language.
But I just wanted to point out the license plate as the big one.
I like the dollar signs and stuff on like the, you know what I mean?
No, the details in this cinematic cutscene is really fucking phenomenal.
Hella bad. So I'm just gonna keep on going. Does he say? Should I put on the subtitles?
No, because I don't think anything is really said. He just brings his claws out, which the graphics are insane.
Right. Ooh.
God, dude.
Look at the detail on the little hands and stuff.
Yeah, dude. It looks. Oh my god! Look at the way the knives come through are coming through the skin right there. Look how it just. Oh my god, dude! Insane.
I mean, just that's like the claws, you know, just the claws.
Dude, people are saying they hope this game is as good as the I can't remember the name, but it was a Wolverine game back in the day.
Yeah.
And it was a really good PlayStation 2 game.
Oh man, it just sucks. It's for PlayStation, dude.
Yeah, but it makes sense, man. It makes 100% sense because it's the same thing with Spider-Man. A lot of it is Sony's. Like Sony really has a really strong hand in the superhero characters for video games as far as superhero characters go.
Yeah,
Sony has Microsoft beat.
We all know Sony's had all those rights for everything, but it wasn't until recently they started making exclusives because they had
they never owned the rights though to X-Men. That was Fox, just for the record.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that because
now do they have X-Men or is that Disney?
Disney bought Fox. Disney bought Fox for like $80 billion or something ridiculous.
Jesus.
So they own the X-Men, they own Fantastic Four, Galactus, they own Deadpool now, which by the way, Deadpool 3 is going to be the first R-rated Disney Marvel movie. And then they got a fucking slew of characters, dude.
So they just got everything from
Blade, all of them. Like but it makes sense that Sony is the home console for it.
Yeah,
it's just, let's face it, Xbox has never been good at superhero games.
No, they never really got any of them, and it just sucks. But
look, I learned my lesson with Avengers. I bought that game pre-ordered. I wish I so didn't.
Well, see, with that one though,
I might re-download it actually.
And they're gonna play and be like, why did I even waste my time down? No, but SquareSoft made that game, and
Square is horrible. Square Enix is horrible.
When it comes to those games, yes, they make great Final Fantasy games and everything.
Don't they also do Assassin's Creed is the one with the U.
Ubisoft,
sorry.
Yeah. Square, they have a good engine. You know what I mean? But I don't know what they were trying to do with that game.
Dude, I had such high hopes. I remember one time you came over and I was playing Avengers, and I was like, I like this because of the flying aspect as Iron Man and Thor and stuff. Dude, right after that was when I realized it's the same mission over and over again. Yeah. So to kind of segue into what we were talking about, back into what we were talking about, Wolverine, as long as they don't do that, as long as it is actually a good story with crazy missions, then I'll be about it. But if I swear to God, if it's like, oh, we're going to airdrop you into this city. Okay, now load screen. We're going to airdrop you into this city. I won't even be excited.
Yeah. Let me see this real quick. They're so these are the same people that made the Spider-Man
game. Yeah, for sure. And I played the first Spider-Man on PlayStation 4, and it was fucking good. It was really good. It was really fun. You actually get to play as Miles Morales in that game.
Yeah, let me see their other games.
Yeah, I don't know who. I was gonna look up the same thing. I was like, I don't know what their other games are. Ratchet and Clank.
Oh yeah, they got Ratchet and Clank, which has always been a big hit on Sony. Which now makes more sense now if it's Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
Never heard of Stormland.
It looks okay. I played that Ratchet and Clank right there. I played PS4. That one. Let's see. I've never heard of any. I've heard a Song of the Deep, but I've never heard of any of these.
Yeah, I mean, neither. Just
Oh, I've heard of Sunset Overdrive. I got that game for free when I bought my Xbox, and Spyro and
so
Resistance.
Spyro. Oh wow,
Hey,
yeah. So
so they
it says
remastered.
Legacy though. So these are
Oh,
probably
they're
it's
probably
probably like a sister company or something like that. Or
exactly. Yeah, because Spyro is an old game. In fact, that Spyro is just a remaster of like the first three games or whatever.
it's probably like a sub company or like you know what I mean, something that they own.
I think you're right. I think it's a sister company for sure. Interesting. I'm excited. Spider-Man was really good.
I
Now,
mean,
I'll stand my ground. It was nowhere near the caliber and the size of Web of Shadows, but Spider-Man was really good. If they're making a Wolverine anything like the Spider-Man game, that game is going to be a ballpark hit out of the ballpark.
what are some enemies or like big baddies? You know what I mean? That you want
I
to
can
see?
think of one. I can think of one fucking villain that better be in that game because he has not been in a movie, and it's my biggest tearjerker. Like where I'm like, why have you guys not put this character in any of the movies? He's not in any of the. He's in some of the games, but he better be in this game. Number one pick, Omega Red.
Like red.
Look him up. Look him up real quick. You'll be like, holy shit, he was a Soviet character. He was like a Russian fucking villain, and he had what's the stuff that Wolverine has in his adamantium?
Adamantium, yeah.
He has tentacles come out of his hand, and he can survive nuclear weapons.
Oh, this is the dude that was in Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yep. Omega Red. He's my favorite Wolverine villain. Like that or Silver Samurai, which we seen in.
We already saw him, but they
in
did
the
him,
movie.
They did him dirty.
Horrible. They did him horrible.
So
Yeah, Omega Red. That's my number one pick. Cable would be a good one, but they did that in Deadpool. But I mean, it's the game, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Omega Red's badass. He can survive radiation. I know I would like to see Captain America in it, but I know that won't happen.
Oh,
the Hulk. Oh, that would be perfect, dude. The
right.
Hulk. If you
Just
got to
have
fight
him.
oh my god, if you got to kill
what about
the Hulk.
Also his brother Sabretooth, yeah, that'd be a good one.
That'd be a great one. Oh, there we go. Lobo, the guy go right above up with you can only see his six pack. Him. Yep. That's Lobo.
Oh,
he's a
the motorcycle
character.
dude.
Yeah,
corny,
okay.
Though.
He's corny though. He rides his motorcycle in space.
Let's see if we can get a little related pick.
Yeah, there he is. Yeah, Lobo, I think his name is. He was dope though. He was a beast, dude. And he's hella good in the comics.
Yeah, like I think because everybody's so obsessed with like the new Spider-Mans and stuff, and like the new Spider-Man in the MCU, that people forget like Wolverine and like X-Men encounter like Peter Parker a lot. Like they did, like there's always like, hey, what are you doing here? Fucking universe is falling apart, you dumbass. He's like, oh shit, web swing.
Captain Save-A-Ho,
right?
Fucking biggest cock blocker. But dude, by the way,
remembered what's the dude? What's that chick's Rogue?
Yeah,
I remember Rogue always was like, she always wanted to like do Spider-Man. He's like, get away from me, and I was like, you're an idiot, dude. Bro. But I always forget I know, right? Fuck the life out of him.
In the Deadpool game, Deadpool is always trying to fuck Rogue. Also, he always tries to grab her titties and stuff in the video game.
You see that with Disney though, we ain't gonna get that kind of.
Well, they said it's the first rated R movie. Kevin Feige said it's going to be the first rated R. But to agree with what you just said, it's still Disney, and rated R can mean a lot of things, like saying fuck a couple times.
Yeah, right.
So
somebody's arm gets blown off.
I just rewatched Deadpool 2 last night, and if they can't continue that energy, it's not even worth the watch. But dude, we'll see. We'll see. The Wolverine game, there's those. My favorite episode of one of my favorite episodes of the animated Spider-Man cartoon from the 90s, the animated series, is the one where he goes to the X-Men right before he turns into Man-Spider, and Wolverine and Beast gets captured. And so the idea that I would expect to see it. Now they're saying that the new Wolverine is going to be coming in soon in the Marvel. Kevin Feige said. They also said that Kevin Feige had a meeting with Hugh Jackman, and Hugh Jackman didn't want to do come
Oh,
back.
dude,
He didn't
of
want to come
course
back.
not. That dude's like fucking.
He's like
hit.
58. He's like
Yeah,
50. He's
like
old
hitting
as
his
fuck.
50s, dude. Like,
He's in his 50s.
yeah,
He's old as shit, dude.
dude. Like, I was watching like I said, we were talking a little off camera about me binging The Walking Dead. Norman Reedus,
Yeah.
dude, that dude's like 55. And when I was watching like I'm on season 10 right now. When I was watching it, there was a scene where him running. I was like, oh yeah, that's exactly what like a 55 would like look like sprinting.
Yeah. It sucks, but so for the Wolverine game, man, they can go a lot of really bad routes, but if Insomniac, the guys made Spider-Man made it, I think it's gonna be good.
Yeah. So I was thinking something that I'm obviously probably won't be able to play it, but if I were to get my hands on it, the one thing I'm really worried about is just the map size. I guess, is it going to be one map, or are we going to be like in like Guatemala or something? Like, is this going to be in America? Like, are we going to be able to go to different places?
There's a couple rumors that I read and I watched YouTube people talk about. One of them is that sign, that bar that they're at. If I remember correctly, in either Harley Quinn or Suicide, I think it was Suicide Squad. Yeah, it was. They go to Corporate Mortis, the island.
Yeah.
And people are speculating it might be based in that island. Another one, I can't remember the name of the country, but there's a storyline where Wolverine goes off the rails and just starts doing horrible like murders. But he's still a good guy. He's just killing people brutally.
Yeah.
And it's based in a specific country from the comics, and they're saying it's probably going to be based there. But but it's all in the air because we don't have enough information to even speculate.
Yeah. This is just a little baby teaser and everything. Scale 1 to 10. How excited are you for this?
Well, I can't fucking play it, so I'm not excited at all. But
well, just to see like what they would do.
Like you said, though, if I for some reason had a chance to play it, it would be probably a 7 out of 10. It looks pretty. It looks pretty. Those cinematics looked really fucking good.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm gonna go just because I fucking love Wolverine, and he's always been like one of my favorites. I'd give it like a 9.5.
Yeah, I like I said, dude. But
like you said, real quick, we probably won't play it because we don't have PlayStation.
We'll end up watching Brad fucking play it.
Right, some of those YouTubers.
Hey, who knows? We don't know what's gonna happen in the next fucking 6 months to a year. You never know. We may end up getting a PlayStation 5 and an Xbox X, like you or the new one or whatever. But you never know.
It's $2,000 right there.
I didn't say we'd spend money on it, but I said you never know. Who knows? Maybe fucking you release a video and it blows up, and then we get 2 free consoles, or fucking sick. Or whatever. You never know.
Yeah, but gonna end this one on this note. Make sure to check out the channel if you made it this far.
Bites.
You freaking rock. And Shnerd bites. We're heading out.